Heavy snow, reindeer ringing in the mistletoe. The man's on fire, the holly's aglow. Hear the baby Jesus crying. Oh, what the heck happened here? Um, uh, uh. All right. Well, first let's clear this out. I don't need that. Just throw out all these crappy little props. When did I ever use this? Or whatever. Huh. Okay, looks fine. Put this back here. Alright, we're good. Hello everyone, welcome back to A Bit of Bytes. It's been quite some time since I updated this series. To keep it short, I've had many other life-related things pop up and distract me. And sadly, I didn't get nearly as much done with these videos as I wanted. So hopefully next year I'll have a little more free time for this series. Anyways, around this time of year, I always look back to some of my fondest winter memories. Making snow forts, rolling giant snowballs down hills, going snow sledding. But one thing I've never looked back on is winter in video games. There's something I've always loved about snowy landscapes and festive themes while playing these games that I love. So I'd like to take this opportunity to count down a few of my favorites here. Only 2 rules for this list: one game per franchise, and snow. These are my top 5 favorite winter moments in games. Number 5. The Elder Scrolls V: Skyrim. Strangely, I didn't play much Skyrim when it first came out, but one thing that kept me coming back was how stunningly beautiful it is. There's such a diverse selection of biomes to trek through on your journey to rid the land of its returned dragon enemy. But the scenery that enchanted me the most was the snowy landscapes of the Pale and Winterhold. Whether it's climbing the snow-capped mountains or visiting the Winterhold College, Skyrim is a great place to view a tranquil winter wonderland. That is until you get attacked by the Frost Wolves, or the Snow Bears, or the Frost Trolls, or the Ice Wraiths. Okay, you know what? Just make sure you've got some good defense first. Number 4. The Christmas Easter Egg, Cave Story. This has got to be one of my all-time favorite games to play. It's got a great cast of characters, a fun adventure, and action-packed platforming shoot-'em-up action. Not only that, but the game also has a ton of little Easter eggs and personality sprinkled in. One such Easter egg happens every Christmas. When you boot up the game on December 25th, everything's given a Christmas makeover. Characters now wear holiday garb, the ground is frozen over, and the main character now looks like an anthropomorphic Rudolph. Aww. It may be a small visual change, but it's another one of those little things that keeps me coming back. Number 3. Snowball Valley Diddy Kong Racing. I've played me a lot of kart racers, but Diddy Kong Racing has to be one of my personal favorites. Everything from the bouncy music to the bright and colorful scenery. I dare say it's impossible to get angry while playing this game. Well, unless you get shot by a fully upgraded rocket. Or you have trouble driving around in the hovercraft because the hovercraft blows on land. Or you can't quite make the turns in Hot Top Volcano and keep smashing your face into the wall. Okay, maybe a little angry, but still, it's pretty unlikely. The game's got plenty of winter levels, but my overall favorite is Snowball Valley. It's one of the more hazardous winter levels, and subsequently one of the more fun and chaotic ones. There's risky overhead shortcuts, tight turns, and huge snowballs running through the course. It's a great level for those who want to see rage at a party. Number 2. Assault on the Control Room: Halo Combat Evolved. I'm sure most people wouldn't immediately think of winter when they think of Halo, but this level might be my favorite part of the entire game. There's nothing I can think of more satisfying than running through the snow-covered trenches of an alien ring world and pumping a bunch of elites full of lead. There's also a huge array of different weapons and vehicles you get to use here. My favorite thing to do was hijack one of the Covenant Banshees and go on a flying rampage, eliminating everything left that stood in the way. Of course, rampaging wasn't the only thing I did with it. I also love to take time to fly high up above the map and look at all the scenery, which, while looking really polygonal, still pulls off being lovely in many places. It was also fun to fly up to areas that wouldn't normally be your objective. This ended up being one of my favorites just on its derping around qualities alone. Number 1. Freeze-Easy Peak Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo, one of the game franchises that made my childhood, and then crashed and burned later on into adulthood. With all the variety that these games had level-wise, they were bound to have a few winter levels, and my overall favorite one out of the bunch is the one that feels the most festive, Freeze-Easy Peak. This map has so much stuff to see in it. A polar bear family looking for their presents, a giant Christmas tree you can climb into, giant present stacks scattered around, a shaman that turns you into a walrus, and not to mention the giant snowman smack dab in the middle of it all. It really is a Christmas winter wonderland. I can't help but feel excited whenever I visit this place. It's one giant, cheerful Christmas scavenger hunt. It's one of those places that I really wish was a real place to go to. Maybe, in theme park form or something. If they ever made a Banjo theme park and it had this, I'm booking my tickets in a heartbeat. Well, there you have it. That's my top 5 favorite winter moments in games. Did one of your favorites not make the list? Feel free to leave it in the comments below and tell us what you love about it. Happy holidays, everyone. See you next year.